School was so boring. I wanted to find out why things exist, how things exist, not absurd divinity, idiotic music, the laws of existence. So I began to read forbidden books, Agrippa, Paracelsus, alchemists. Yes, they were the true men of science. They mapped the heavens, they tracked the course of the stars, they classified the air we breathe, the circulation of our blood. All modern medicine comes from them. I too wished to penetrate nature, to lay bare her deepest mysteries, so I studied mathematics. I experimented with galvanism. You induce spasms in inanimate flesh with a current from a chloride battery, where a zinc plate is laid on a solution of ammonium chloride and saline moss. And as I watched the current arc between bismuth and antimony, I found myself asking, where does the principle of life, the actual spark of life itself, where does it come from? From God? Only from God? Can a man be a god? I had to find out. I believed that to examine the causes of life, I had to begin with death, so I went to dissections, but they were too clinical, too after the fact. I had to see it firsthand, the process of decay. So off to the graveyard I went. I watched flesh rot in the soil. I watched worms eat eyes, maggots chew the tissue of the brain. I went to executions, charnel houses. I watched the moment of change from life to death. The specificity of that moment, the annihilation of the spark, until suddenly, months later, in a fever of creativity, I found I could identify and replicate the prime cause of life. I have traveled where no man has traveled. I wonder how far I can go. I can create people. Living people. Look at me. I breathe the breath of God.